1-1. Breaking ball cracked high in the air, deep center field. Owosu Asiadu back, looking up, goodbye! A bolt of lightning just struck that baseball and sent it a long way. Connor Griffin sends one deep, and it's 3-0 Marauders. First pitch. Swinging a line drive, right center field. It's up the alley and rolling to the wall. Griffin scores. Bishop behind him. Taylor spinning around third. There will be no relay. Bases clearing double. Hoxie applause, and this game is flipped on its head. Runner goes, pitch of the way, taken down low. Berg's throw right on the money. The tag, they got him. Throw the plate in time for the second. Wow, what a sequence from the Marauders. Derek Berg with a laser beam to Sanford. Pitch to Berg is flown out to right, pretty deep with some carry. Smith is back at the track. It's off the wall and rolling back towards the infield. Claus scores. Berg racing around second. He's into third. They're going to give him the wave around. Throw back to the plate. A bit wide. The slide. Not in time. Wow. Derek Berg circles the bases. Shades of his first professional homer last year. And it's 7-0 Bradenton.
That's a catcher.
Yeah.
This is Matt Ager for the Bradenton Marauders, and you're listening to the Marauders Broadcast Network. For the play-by-play, here's Max Tanzer.
Matt Ager is on the bump tonight as he begins the bottom of the second inning. No score here between the Cardinals and the Marauders. Second game of this 6-game set. Christian Martin, a left-handed hitter, leads it off against the righty Ager. Here's his first pitch. Fastball taken high, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. It was a good inning for Matt in the first, despite walking a hitter. He was able to put a 0 on the board and capped it with his first punch out of the night. Here's the wind to the 1-0 pitch. Taken upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, the shadows are really in play. And with Matt Ager, how tall he is, 6'6". From his neck up, he's in sunshine. Everything below in shadows. The hitter and Martin beamed in sunlight too. 2-0. Taken up and away, ball 3. 3-0. So you watch the ball come out of his hand because he releases it over the top with his arm slot in the sunshine, straight into the shadows, back into the sun at the last moment. 3-0 on the way. Taken upstairs, and it's ball 4. The catcher, and Ramirez taps his mask to challenge here. And we'll see if this one clipped it.
The pitch was on the ball. The catcher is challenging.
There's a fastball at 89 right towards the top of the zone, and it did miss, so the call is confirmed.
The call is confirmed. Bradenton has one ABS challenge remaining.
So a runner aboard, that's Martin, who has really good speed over there. 19 swipes for him this season. Still no score, and digging in is Ryan Weingartner from the right side. Infield shading Weingartner to pull here as Ager looks to roll a double play ball. He's set from the first base side of the rubber. Here it comes. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on a tap softly to short. De Los Santos charges. Checks second. Sends it to first. And it's in time for out number 1. Weingartner retired. 6-3 putout. On the play, Martin, who is off to the races, is in the second base. Makes way to Luis Pino. Digging for the right side against Ager as well. Well, we mentioned it before. Ager grew up in Pleasanton, California, which is just outside of the San Francisco area. So he grew up going to San Francisco Giants games at AT&T Park, or Oracle Park now. Righty on right, the matchup for Pino with no score. Here's Ager's first pitch. Swinging, it's chopped foul down the third base side and out of play. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. And we mentioned it a couple weeks ago. The Pirates and the Giants were playing in San Francisco. And I joked almost, I wonder who the Agers are rooting for, because he's told us that his family, a lot of them grew up in Pennsylvania. His grandmother, he said, is the biggest Pirates fan in the world. She watches every spring training game. So who do you root for when they're in San Francisco? And then Matt pulled me aside a couple days later and showed me a picture. His parents were at the game wearing Pirates gear. It was great. Here's the 0-1. Take it up and in. Count is even at a ball and a strike. A changeup missed. And it's got to be so cool for the Ager family, who's always had those roots in Pennsylvania, even moving all the way to the West Coast, that you can now regrow that fandom and passion and connection to the Pirates organization. Ager set the 1-1. Fastball taken upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. And then last week, Ager's start on Wednesday, also fell upon when the Pirates and Giants were matching up at PNC Park. I mean, every time those two teams face, Matt's going to be on the mound, I guess. He's ready. 2-1. Swinging, it's torched foul, hooking into the construction area. Bangs off a metal pole. Bullseye. Count is even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here with 1 down. Again, Martin at second, who walked and advanced on the ground out. Cardinals threatening to jump on the board for the first time tonight. Still scoreless in the bottom of the second inning. Pino hitting a $196. This is his 88th game of the year. Matt now steps off and uses his first disengagement. Wonder if Matt was pitching in October of 2014 when the Giants and Pirates faced off in the NL wildcard game. Although it's very cold. Well, he was in California, actually, so probably good weather. 2-2. Swinging, it's flown to the air out to deep left center field. Suero is back, trotting to the track, leaps up and makes the catch for out number 2. Martin tags from second, races into third. He's in there with a slide. If the throw is a little bit wide up the left field line. So Pino gave that one a ride out to left field. But Suero able to run it down with a bunny hop leap right at the base of the track. Martin 90 feet away. Yordaline Pena will step to the plate now, another right-handed hitter. So we still have no score in the bottom of the second inning, game 2 of the 6-game set. So far tonight, Matt looking a lot like the Matt Ager we saw in his previous 8 starts before last week's difficult outing. Infield back with 2 away, shading Pena to the pull side. Ager's first pitch. Swinging a ground ball, stung up the middle. De Los Santos at short, scoots to his left, fields and lobs to first. In time to get Pena by 2 steps. That ends the inning. Good work from Matt Ager. Puts up another 0 in the bottom of the second inning. We head to the top of the third. No score here on the Marauders Broadcast Network.